Hello everyone, my name is Analyticalplum and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought that it would be really fun for me to react to the first original Hocus Pocus. It is such a favourite of mine and I don't think you can do a Halloween month without Hocus Pocus, you know, it's just not right. And in honour for this occasion, the shirt is back out. I've got the Hocus Pocus shirt and honestly, I think it's one of the best tops I own. So before we start watching a Hocus Pocus together, I would love if you would consider subscribing. I do post twice a week, but don't hold me to that. And if you do love my reaction videos and you also love Hocus Pocus, I would love if you would leave a like. It does help me out a ton. And without further ado, let's dive into this movie.
Emily? Emily!
Do you know what? He's a bit of a silly goose for leaving his window wide open. To be fair, look at him. He's not even wearing any shoes. Have I got another Nick Nelson on my hands? Do I need to be nervous about you?
Elijah! Pass to see my sister Emily. Nay, but look, they conjure. Oh God, the woods!
The other dude really did not seem worried, did he?
Emily! She's done for. Not yet. You wake my father. Summon the elders. Go!
I think he's befriended one too many chickens. Oh, he's doing all this without shoes and all. Crazy. Ah. You know what? I hope you learn your lesson about not wearing shoes. I keep going on about it. I'd actually be such a terrible caveman. I'd probably get kicked out for moaning too much about my feet. At this point, leave her. There they are.
Oh, look. Another glorious morning. Makes me sick.
Oh, genuinely, I love this movie so much. It's such a classic. Honestly, I think this is where my love of witches and, you know, like all the Salem trial period come from. I don't know why witches trying to kill children got me interested in that part of history, but I think I'm a messed up individual anyway. There's no excuse.
My little book. We must continue with our spell now that our little guest of honor has arrived.
Good morning, book.
'Tis time. There it is. Bring to a full rolling bubble. Add 2 drops oil of boil.
You know what I'm curious about, right? In every single witch-related bit of content, there's never really an origin of these spells. Like, did it just fall down from the sky and then there you go, that's a spell? Or like, did some witch create it? Is it a bit like Hogwarts or something? That's what I want to know.
And that dead man's too. Oh, and make it a fresh one. Fresh one.
Oh, that probably sounds really cheesy.
Newt saliva.
The hound has picked something up. Let's just hope her nose doesn't pick up the smell of drugs. I feel a bit bad. I'm basically calling her a dog. I don't mean it in that way. I'm just talking about the sense of smell.
I smell a child. Yeah, what dost thou call that? A child? And a bit of thine own tongue. Oh, thou art divine. 'Tis ready for tasting.
See, I never knew if he was sweating, like he just ran 20 miles or something, because he's scared, or because it's hot because of the potion, because the other kid don't look like that.
1 drop of this, and her life will be mine. Open up your mouth.
No!
A boy!
Not a boy. Ah, she started to bleed Palpatine. Well, It was the attempt that matters. I mean, it didn't come to much apart from ruining the potion, but I'm sure they've got plenty of other tongue pieces they can throw in.
The potion works. Take my hands. We will share.
Oh, Winnie, how generous of thee.
Imagine having 3 old ladies sucking at you.
I am beautiful. Boys will love me.
We're young.
Yay!
Younger. It's a start. Let's brew another batch.
There are not enough children in the world to make thee young and beautiful.
Oh my god, I'm not sure that he's in the position to be able to just say that willy-nilly without an escape route. He's been asking for it.
Sisters, did you hear what he called you?
I did.
Whatever shall we do with him? His punishment must be more fulsome. Dazzle me, my darling.
You can make him scroll on Twitter for 10 minutes. I think that's plenty enough punishment. Or better yet, Instagram Reels. They're the new danger zone areas.
His punishment shall not be to die, but to live forever with his guilt.
You know what? At least they chose a cat. Of all things, it could have been worse, and I mean that genuinely. You could have been turned into a possum, a raccoon. They're known as like bin babies. That's a bit of a bad label to have stuck with you.
Witches, daughters of darkness, open this door!
Hide the child!
It's about bleeding time they've got here. It's dark now.
I will ask thee one final time. What hast thou done with my son, Thackeray?
Thackeray. Well, I don't know. Cat's got my tongue.
No. They're so evil, but I love them so much. I'm warning you now. I'm going to be completely biased for them, and I have absolutely no shame.
Silent Mercury, purify and spit upon the 12
Don't listen!
tables.
Listen to them not!
Fools! All of you!
That book works harder than anybody else.
One All Hallows Eve, when the moon is around, a virgin will summon us from under the ground. We shall be back.
See you then. I don't know why these sort of things always specify about it being a virgin. I don't get why. Is it supposed to be that whole like purity thing?
Away!
Oh no.
Away, beast!
He just wants his papa.
Give me a break.
We seem to have a skeptic in our midst. Would you care to share your California tie-dye point of view?
No, I'm absolutely loving the tie-dye. Says he's a bit skeptical, but he's wearing Halloween colours, mate, so who are you trying to fool?
You guys here in Salem are all into these black cats and witches and stuff, but everyone here knows that Halloween was invented by the candy companies. It's a conspiracy.
He's just insulted their whole culture, mate. That's not a way to make friends. I'm not sociable, but even I know not to go and insulting everyone. Bloody hell.
It just so happens that Halloween is based on the ancient feast called All Hallows Eve. It's the one night of the year where the spirits of the dead can return to Earth.
Yeah, you tell him.
Well said, Allison.
In case Jimi Hendrix shows up tonight, here's my number.
In front of everyone? In front of everyone? In front of your teacher? There's many things I question about him, and that is definitely one of them. Oh, how? Where does he get all this from?
Hi.
Hi, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you in class.
You didn't?
My name is Max Dennison.
Yeah, I know. You just moved here, huh?
Mate, you literally gave her your number with your name on it. I think she knows your name. I'm being too harsh on him. It's a nice, friendly introduction. You know what? Go ahead.
You don't like it here?
Just all this Halloween stuff.
You don't believe in it?
No way.
Not even on Halloween?
Especially not on Halloween.
He's definitely one of those people where he tries to be cool by not liking the things that are popular. You know those types of people? That is definitely Max.
Who are you? Max, you just moved here.
From where?
Los Angeles. LA.
Oh, dude.
No, this just goes to show I was definitely too hard on Max, we were yet to bump into these fascinating creatures.
This is ice.
I feel so sorry for his parents.
Let's have a butt.
No thanks, I don't smoke.
They're very health conscious in Los Angeles.
Yeah, you got him.
Gee, we don't get any smokes from you. We don't get any cash. What am I supposed to do with my afternoon?
I don't know, join a club or something. That is not his problem. It's not my problem. That is a you problem. Maybe he can look up better names for himself rather than ice.
Maybe you could learn to breathe through your nose.
Max is on one today.
Check out the new cross trainers.
Let me try them on.
Dude, feel Hollywood.
See, even when they have shoes, it gets taken away. So basically, at the end of the day, keep an eye on your feet, okay?
Oh, Allison,
Oh no.
you're so soft.
Danny!
No! What? How does he know that she's soft? What? That is cringy, mate.
You're gonna take me trick-or-treating.
Not this year, Danny.
Mom said you have to.
Well, she can take you.
She and Dad are going to the party at Town Hall.
Well, you're 8. Go by yourself.
Yeah, you wouldn't hear that nowadays, would you? I'm too scared to go out now. And I'm 23. I still feel too young to go outside.
Come on, we used to have so much fun together trick-or-treating. It'll be like old times.
Yeah, well, the old days are dead.
It doesn't matter what you say, you're taking me.
Oh, he's so emo. I'll give him some eyeliner and he would have a whirlwind with that.
Wanna bet?
Wow. That's certainly a way to do it.
What are you supposed to be?
A rap singer.
Say Halloween!
Halloween!
Lighten up, Max.
Can we go home now?
No.
This is the one thing that made me so sad because where I grew up, honestly, nobody cared about Halloween. And whenever I trick or treat, barely anybody opened their doors to give me sweets and stuff and chocolate. I always, like, whenever I see videos online and things, I just get so sad because I love Halloween so much.
Stop and pay the toll, kid.
10 chocolate bars, no licorice.
Dump out your sack.
Drop dead. Moron.
Whoa.
It must run in a family.
How'd you like to be hung off that telephone pole?
I'd just like to see you try. I've got my big brother with me. Max.
Don't even look at me.
Oh, I love the costume. Yeah. But what are you supposed to be? A new kid on the block?
For your information, he's a little leaguer.
Whoa.
I never understood what that meant, and I still don't know what that is. But I assume it's nothing grand by their reactions. I don't know. I could search it up, but I'm lazy, so I'm probably never gonna find out.
Everybody pays the toll.
Stuff it, zit face.
Hey, you just humiliated me in front of half the guys at school. So collect your candy and get out of my life.
I want to go home now.
Now that was a bit traumatic. Mate, you're probably never gonna see them again in like 3 years. Once you've left school, you never gotta remember their names. It's not that deep at the end of the day.
Danny, I'm sorry. It's just that I hate this place. I want to go home.
Well, this is your home now. Get used to it.
Yeah. No, I do feel bad for him. That is understandable. This is an understandable reaction. I'm just being silly, basically. It's okay.
Check that out.
What?
Something just flew across the moon.
Well, I hope it's not Santa because he's too bloody early. You're like basically 2 months early, mate.
Max Dennison.
Allison.
Oh, Allison.
Now is not the time.
I'm just taking my little sister Danny around. I always do it.
My parents made him.
Do you guys want some cider?
No.
Sure.
I swear cider is alcoholic. And she just offered it to a young girl. I would be slightly concerned by this.
By the way, Danny, I love your costume.
Thank you. I really like yours too. I couldn't wear anything like that because I don't have any. What do you call them, Max? Yabos? Max likes her yabos.
I think this movie has killed me. That is so embarrassing. Honestly.
We just learned about those sisters in school.
I know all about them. My mom used to run the museum.
Why don't we go to this old Sanderson house? Well, come on, make a believer out of me.
Okay, Let me get changed. You'll never miss me.
But what about the sweets? Who's gonna be on sweet duty? Who's gonna be there to disperse and sugar up the children?
I can't see a thing.
Found a lighter. Whoa.
And upstairs is where they slept.
Oh no. What if all along the person who's watching them is Santa? I did say he came way too early when he flew over the moon. Maybe he's lost. Maybe this will be the other sequel to this movie.
This is the spell book of Winifred Sanderson. It was given to her by the devil himself. The book is bound in human skin and contains the recipes for her most powerful and evil spells.
So it was the devil who made the spells. What do you think, right? You know, like how Jekyll and Hyde was made from a bunch of dreams, right? The author got up and wrote it down. Do you think that's what happened with the devil? He had a few dreams and wrote it in his notebook, and then boom, there's the spell book.
Black flame candle made from the fat of a hangman. Legend says that on a full moon it will raise the spirits of the dead when lit by a virgin on Halloween night.
Yeah. Leave it be, please.
So let's light the sucker and meet the old broads and do the honors.
No, thanks.
Honestly, that is absolutely well deserved at this point.
Stupid cat!
Okay, Max, you've had your fun.
Max, she's right. Let's go.
Oh, come on. It's just a bunch of hocus pocus.
Aye.
No!
Uh-oh.
If I was Alison, I'd be like, red flag. He didn't listen to Alison. He didn't listen to Daddy. Who would he listen to? Nobody. Now look what you've done, you silly goose.
We're home. My house worked perfectly. That's because they weren't perfectly.
Honestly, Thackeray could have done a bit more other than just jumped on his shoulder. If that was me, right, I would just scratch out their legs or something, or just sit on the candle and just smack them, you know, like cats do when they smack you. That's what I would have done if I was him.
Wake up. Wake up, sleepyhead.
Good morning.
I smell children. Come out, my dear. We will not harm thee.
Biggest lie they've all uttered.
Shishka, baby. Tell me, Dumpling, what is the year?
1993.
We have been gone 300 years.
Right down to the day. I like how they keep referring to her as food-related things. Do you think they're hungry? To be fair, I would, after being like basically spiritually comatose for 300 years. I get hungry after like an hour.
Look, oh, my little sister.
Roast him, Willie.
No, let me play with them.
These does are always making her turn into Palpatine.
I haven't lost my touch, sisters. See?
You leave my brother alone!
In this time period, the ladies fight back. They've been given rights now. Hey! Finally!
You mess with the great and powerful Max, and now must suffer the consequences. I summon the burning rain of death.
He makes fire in his hand.
Do you know what? This is actually so smart of him. For God's sake! He jumped down from that height and slipped on his first step. What? He jumped down completely fine.
Nice going, Max.
You can talk.
Yeah, no kidding. Get the spell book. Come on, move it!
See? The cats are smacking. But I low-key feel kind of bad because that's like Winnie's baby and they've kidnapped her child. I'm supporting the wrong side here.
The boy has tricked us, and he's stolen the book. After him. 'Tis a black river. my book!
I love their little funky walk. It never gets old. I also love how they just constantly betray each other and they just never care, do they? It's just an everyday occurrence, you know. It's just how they bond. A little bit of betrayal here, a bit of toes and tongues here.
Billy Butcherson was Winifred's lover, but she found him sporting with her sister Sarah, so she poisoned him and sewed his mouth shut with a dull needle, so he couldn't tell her secrets even in death.
Hey, what I was just saying, you know, considering her sister was the one that he got with and they're all completely fine. Do you know what? I admire to have a bond as strong as those three sisters have. Imagine that.
The magic that brought us back only works tonight. We must find the book, brew the potion, and suck the lives out of the children of Salem before sunrise.
They lacking. You should have like 5 copies. Surely there are tons more witches. Does the devil just give them all a spellbook individually? Is it personalised? It's like Christmas, but for the devil and witches.
Because of me, my little sister's life was stolen. For years I waited for my life to end. Winifred's curse of immortality kept me alive. Then one day I figured out what to do with my eternal life. I'd failed Emily, but I wouldn't fail again.
His mate from next door is absolutely useless because obviously had to see his sister leave because the direction they went was across from the house. So surely they saw something or suspected something was up and should have alerted people. I don't know.
When Winifred and her sisters returned, I'd be there to stop them. So for 3 centuries I guarded the house on All Hallows Night when I knew some airhead virgin might light that candle.
That's a bit of an accurate description.
Stay out of there! It holds Winifred's most dangerous spells.
Let's torch the sucker.
He's getting a bit overexcited with that lighter. It's making me really nervous.
It's protected by magic.
Hello again.
Still alive?
And waiting for you!
Thou hast waited in vain, and thou wilt fail to save thy friends, just as thou failed to save thy sister!
Do you think the witches would like Shakespeare? You know, certain things align, like the beginning of Macbeth. I don't know, maybe it's something I could recommend to them.
Deep asleep in thy wormy bed, wiggle thy toes, open thine eyes, on thy feet, so saith I!
Welcome back. We seem to be having a party, so you know, the more the merrier. I hope you brought some juice or something. Poor dude. He's just woken up from his deep slumber. He's got 3 kids screaming in his face.
Damn that Thackeray Biggs, damn him! Follow those children, you maggot museum, and get my book. Then come find us. Get moving down that hole!
What I've always wanted to know, right, is this a compulsion thing? Is this something he has to do? Or he's just going along with it because, you know, why not? What else would he be doing? There's just a corpse running around. This isn't like Five Nights at Freddy's. We won't be able to get away with that. Hear about that bloody lighter.
Bubble, I'm in trouble.
What is this contraption?
I call it a bus.
A bus.
It's one of the things I hate when people spit everywhere. It's not attractive, it's not cool, and I don't like it. I don't know, maybe the witches will love it, considering they make other people drink their own tongue. That's essentially spit, isn't it? They're into some freaky things.
And its purpose?
To convey gorgeous creatures such as yourselves to your most forbidden desires.
Creatures. Is that supposed to be attractive?
I need one of those instant ice packs. You girls are giving me a fever. Yow.
Ew, that is so nasty.
Biggs, look out!
Whoa, speed bump!
Oh my god. You know what? For being a cat, his instincts are absolutely rubbish. The bus was so far away he could have just dipped to the left a little and avoid the wheel. But he's never been that smart even when he was a human, so it's fine. Well, I mean, he's not. He's a bit squished right now, but you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
Can't believe they showed it.
Max, it's not your fault.
He's He's inflated like a balloon.
Ugh, I hate it when that happens. What? I told you I can't die.
You think he'll learn his lesson?
What are those? What's that? Who's that? Hobgoblins. Oh,
Bless you.
I smell children, but I don't see children.
That kid running around as Mrs. Potts, I don't think they could see anything. I don't think they could see their hand in front of their face.
What kind of costumes are these?
Or is he handed out his own recipe book? Like the spell book?
Officer!
Officer,
What's the problem?
Tell him.
go ahead.
Well, you see, I just moved here.
It's a big problem, isn't it? But I'm not sure the police can fix anything.
I broke into the old Sanderson house and I brought the witches back from the dead. See, I even have the book.
And he's a virgin.
The worst of it, oh no.
I put my life on the line to protect this community, and you punks pull this? Get at it.
Come on, Danny.
Take that cat with you.
What's so funny, Eddie?
Thought I was a real cop.
That's always like the biggest plot twist in this whole movie. It's the, you know, Thackeray isn't a black cat, he's actually a ginger cat, but he dyes himself on the weekend.
My 3 favorite witches.
Are you broads a little old to be trick-or-treating?
We'll be younger in the morning.
Yeah, sure. Me too.
That is probably the most relatable character for a lot of people in this whole series. I don't know, I feel like I relate to Billy. No matter how much sleep I seem to get, I always feel absolutely exhausted.
I lost 5 pounds according to the vet.
Oh no!
That's it. Party's over. Get out of my house. Get out of here.
It's so bleak. I wonder why she's so upset all the time. If this is what he pulls on a regular basis, it makes complete sense. Like why she's so annoyed and angry.
Calm down, puddin' face.
Shove it, Satan.
Thou should not speak to master in such a manner.
Oh my god, please be quiet.
Take your Clark bars and get out of my house.
Make us.
Ralph, stick 'em.
Go on, Ralph. Oh.
Mom? What are you supposed to be?
Madonna.
It's officially canon. The Sanderson sisters live in the same universe as Madonna. Oh my god, maybe they can do a collab. That'll be fun.
The witches are back from the dead and they're after us. We need help.
How much candy have you had, honey?
Mom, I haven't OD'd. I haven't even had a piece. The real witches, they're gonna fly and they're gonna eat all the kids in Salem.
I think the biggest tragedy, right, out of this whole movie is the fact that after all this effort trying to get Max to take her trick-or-treating, she didn't even end up with any chocolate at the end of the day. That is so disappointing.
300 years ago, the Sanderson sisters bewitched people. Now they've returned from their grave. Hey man, I'm serious. I know this sounds dumb, but they're here tonight.
If everyone believed in the myths and the stories, and that it's like this whole culture point, it's quite amazing how nobody actually believes that it happens. Like, it's like they believe it did happen, but they don't believe that it can happen again. I suppose they're only half believers and not full believers.
Thank you, Max, for that marvelous introduction. I put a spell on you.
Oh, this is my favourite part.
And now you're mine.
Don't listen to them!
Been 300 years, right down to the day.
This is honestly such an iconic part that I'm so glad they continued in the second movie. Goodbye!
Dance, dance until you die!
It's really bad.
Max, come on. Calm down.
Oh my god, red flag number 2. Alison, get out of there. Just saying, right, this is the first time she's actually hung out with him and he's ignored everyone, brought back the Anderson sisters, and now is smashing everything up in a fit of rage.
Uh-oh.
What now?
Winnie, I smell scrod. You know, it's a bottom dweller. You cook it sometimes with lovely breadcrumbs, a little bit of margarine.
I'd definitely be a lover of sushi. Maybe after I get them to link up with Madonna, I'll buy them some sushi gift cards.
It's time to meet our 3 contestants. Sarah, Mary, and
Winifred Sanderson.
He's having way too much fun with this.
Hello, welcome to the library. Bonjour, bienvenue à la bibliothèque. Bienvenue à la bibliothèque.
Do you think the French language sounds like someone's chanting to them? Like when they say their spells, it's like a chant, but French to them probably sounds like a witch's chant. Hey, well, at least they won't be cold. Do you know what? I've never questioned why a school would have like a burning standing oven like that. I don't think my school ever had anything like that. Is this another thing I should be concerned about? Are you okay over there?
Hey, Binks! Where do you think you're going? You're Dennison now, buddy. One of us.
Come on, Binks, let's go home.
Is this a kidnapping? Did he consent to this? I'm not sure. If he gets adopted, does that mean he also adopts their sassiness and he's gonna insult everyone? As long as he doesn't say a thing at the vets, I think they'll be able to get away with it.
Mom? Dad?
We got a new cat. Mom?
Well, I guess they're still partying. Come on in.
This must be one hell of a first date for them.
You'll have milk and tuna fish every day, and you'll only hunt mice for fun.
You're going to turn me into one of those fat, useless, contented house cats.
You betcha.
Is this going to be like, you know, when people have tortoises for pets and they pass it down to relatives? Is this what it's going to be like? Because he's immortal, isn't he? Thackeray has now been branded as a family heirloom to pass down through generations.
My children will take care of you too, and their children after that, and theirs after that.
There you go. Oh, that lasted long.
I want my book. Bonjour. Je veux mon livre.
That seemed time well spent. She's learned a new language.
Yo!
Wrong boy. Oh, sorry, Winnie.
How come it's always the ugly chicks that stay out late?
Oh dearie. And I hope they enjoyed the chocolate because it's the last thing they'll probably ever eat. Honestly, well deserved.
I've got to have my book! Book! Come home or make thyself known!
She just wants her baby back. That is actually so freaky.
Poor Binks.
Yeah, poor Binks. We owe him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you must treat him like a king. And if you don't, I'll set the Sanderson sisters back on you.
Could we find some kind of way to help him?
The book. The witches used it to put the spell on him.
Oh my god, they have the memory of a goldfish.
I don't know. Binks told us not to open it.
Well, the witches are dead. What harm could it do?
No.
Just be careful.
No, you absolute donuts.
Nothing weird so far.
Yeah, completely nothing weird. Just a little light show.
This is the end.
No.
I feel it.
Okay.
We are doomed. I feel the icy breath of death upon my neck.
Me, when there's no more chocolate in the fridge.
Sister! Sister! They opened it! Just when our time was running out, we fly!
Why? On what?
Your irrational thoughts? I don't know.
Into the night!
Ow. Hey, at least it's that type of Hoover and not something like a Henry Hoover, because otherwise you'd have to sit on top of it. How do you think that they would direct the Henry Hoover? Or they just do it by the nozzle? And whatever way they lead the nozzle is the direction they'd go.
Only a circle of salt can protect thy victims from thy power.
The devil knows about salt. Okay.
We were just trying to help you.
Well, don't! Nothing good can come from this book. You got it?
Say smack 'em. We have the same minds, me and Thackeray. Maybe I am a cat.
I'd feel a lot safer walking home if we had some salt.
What's it say?
It says form a circle of salt to protect from zombies, old boyfriends.
I thought he was asking about the salt, and I was like, what do you mean? You're looking for salt and you just dropped the salt in our hands.
Danny, wake up.
Trick or treat! Looking for this?
Or this?
Oh my god. See, like mother, like book. They have similar powers. I bet she's so proud of it.
Boy down.
I don't know if that was a circle. That's more like a tsunami.
Come, sisters. The candle's magic is almost spent.
Oh, that's gonna be an absolute pain to clean up. How are they gonna go explaining that to their parents? Oh, there's a massive giant hole in the side of the building. You can't blame that on a dog.
Come, little children, I'll take thee away.
Oh my god, that child was so scary. I think that was the scariest bit of this whole thing, this whole movie.
The candle's magic will soon be spent. The black flame candle only brought them back for this one Halloween night. And unless they can steal the lives of children, when the sun comes up, they're dust.
She is like the only character who thinks logically. If anyone does a ranking of Hocus Pocus, she better be at the top.
The children are coming.
The parallels, no, this is so sad.
It doesn't matter how young or old you are. You sold your soul. You're the ugliest thing that's ever lived, and you know it.
Hell yeah.
Tis already. Ah, she's busy.
Oh, just in time.
You have no powers here, you fool!
Hollywood! Maybe not. There's a power greater in your magic, and that's knowledge.
Yeah, and knowledge to try to buy you down, just like its mother. So I don't know where you're going with this.
And there's one thing that I know that you don't.
And what is that?
Daylight savings time.
Oh.
It's okay, Binks. I got you.
Hot cat, let me out of here.
No.
Help! Help! Hey! Hollywood! Help us out here. Tubular.
Honestly, you're gonna need to do a deep clean of those shoes if you want to wear them again.
Get off me, you thundering old! Sorry, my beautiful potion. There's just enough left for one child.
This is a reoccurring thing, how the potions keep getting knocked over. Maybe if they make it like a square or a rectangle, it's harder to push over and like get rid of all of their hard work. I mean, not like I'm gonna help them and give them hints or anything, but I'm just saying.
I want to get that little rat-faced kid that called me.
Oh, don't say it.
Ugly?
You know, I always wanted a child, and now I think I'll have one.
Toast!
How you do have a child? It's your book. Justice for the spell book.
Hurry! Hurry! Go, 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 go! Come on!
Oh, hi again, old friend. Nice to see you. You're a bit more smellier than last time, I do have to admit.
Put some wiggle in it, you putrid pestering saw! Double, come along now!
Oh, that's nasty.
Do it now!
Wench. You buck-toothed, mop-riding firefly from hell!
Let it all out.
Hi, Billy.
There's so many sponsors in this movie that I've never noticed before.
You'll be safe in here.
Thank you.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah, fine.
All right, then.
Oh yes, because any child is absolutely safe in a grave.
For the last time, prepare to meet thy doom! You little pest!
Oh, she's turned into the Bleater Winter Soldier now or something.
Go to hell!
I've been there, thank you. I found it quite lovely.
His poor head. Oh my god, no. He can get that later.
Danny!
Bye-bye, big brother! All right, you little trolley mob.
Has anyone got a fishing rod? Fish him down.
Open your mouth, my pound you!
That was impressive physics.
Let go!
Yeah, learn from Thackeray. Give him a little bit of slaps. Oh. Goodbye. cry. You'll make a beautiful gnome in my front garden. Winnie! Hey, how comes they explode and Winnie turned into a statue? Surely that's not fair. Okay, I spoke too soon. Oh no. That better not be his last non-words.
You saved my life.
Well, I had to. I'm your big brother.
I love you, jerkface.
I love you too.
Wouldn't be their kind of love without any insults.
Thanks.
He's gone. He's gone, Danny.
But he can't die, remember? Wake up, Binks.
You need to find a new family heirloom now.
Come on. Please don't be sad for me.
Binks? Is that you?
Yeah.
Still bloody shoeless.
The witches are dead. My soul's finally free. You freed me, Danny. Thank you.
Thackeray Bean!
Aww. Oh, you know what? It turned out pretty well in the end. Goodbye. I hope you find some shoes in the afterlife, because seriously, your poor feet.
I thought LA was a party town.
They'll be sleeping for the next 100 years. So that was my reaction to Hocus Pocus. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and honestly, round of applause if you've made it this far into the video. This is probably going to be a very, very long one. I hope you stick around for the rest of my spooky October month, and I will see all of you in the next video.